can just do the front angle.
Yeah.
That's fine.
I'm testing.
Oh, no, you're fine. I just want to make sure you knew that I was okay with just one. Huh?
You having any fun?
Wait, go?
Right now, yeah.
Oh.
Be cute and fun as you can.
Ready? Action. Hey guys, and welcome back to With Love, Jess, where I talk about things I love with love in hopes that you love them too. So, what we're going to talk about is something that I absolutely love doing, if you can't tell, and that is public speaking. So we're going to do the 3 basic, super basic tips on public speaking. I'm going to do one real quick to see if you can catch it while we're talking. And I'm just going to simply talk about the things that I love, the things that I know. I'm going to simply talk about a bunch of the different things that mean the most to me, like my family. You see what I'm doing? Did you catch it? The number one thing to do when it comes to speaking publicly is making sure you have an anchor point or a connection point. And that's kind of what I do with my hands and my fingers. So when I'm speaking to people, I like to make sure they hear me, but more importantly, I want to make sure they're listening, because it's a difference, right? You can hear and not be listening. And can you listen and not hear? No, I don't think you can do that. But you can hear and not listen. So you want to make sure you have some type of moving target, because although it's hard to hit a moving target, it's easier to look at one and to watch it, right? So this kind of helps people not necessarily go to sleep. It drives points in, and it also, it's just a good connector. So that's number one. Public speaking, give them something to look at. I know a lot of people do this. I know a lot of people walk back and forth. I know a lot of people have PowerPoint presentations like that. But if you don't have any of that, simply use this. Number 2, when you are public speaking, you want to make sure that you are understood, right? And not just understood, but clearly understood. If you've watched any of my videos, you know I talk fast, okay? I'm like, hey guys, if you just want to go ahead and talk fast, and it helps me because it helps you, and see, it's not good when you're speaking publicly. You want to make sure that the information that you are relaying to your audience is received well. So you want to make sure your diction is great, and you want to speak as slow as possible. Now, if you already speak slow, just talk. But if you're like me and can speak really fast like this, it's gonna drive you crazy in the beginning. But if you know anything like I know, they pay do they pay per hour? It depends on how good you are. I think just your appearance can get you paid, but for me, girl, I'm in the beginning of this thing, so it'll probably be per hour, per 30 minutes. Milk it for all it's worth. Get it? So speak slowly, if for no other reason, so your audience can hear you and understand you, and your information will be relayed a lot better and received a lot better. So remember, number 1, with public speaking, you want to make sure you give them some type of connection point. Number 2, you want to make sure they can clearly understand everything you're communicating. Last but not least, again, this is a pretty short video, but last but not least, when you're talking about public speaking, you want to make sure you're engaging. Now, believe it or not, that has to do with everything from your hair to what you wear to the density of what you're talking about, okay? So one way that I engage with my audience is I look at them. If someone's over here and I'm talking about something, I'm looking at you. If someone's over here and I'm talking about something, I'm looking at you. If you're right there, I'm making sure that my eyes are on you. Whenever you're looking somebody in the eye, for some people it can be intimidating, but whenever you know what you're talking about or you're super passionate about the message that you're bringing to your audience, you're gonna wanna make sure they connect. And one way to keep them engaged is to talk to them, right? And in order to make it look like you're speaking directly to them, eye contact is super important. It can be uncomfortable, so you wanna know how I fake it? I look directly behind them. If I'm honest, y'all, I did that with my wedding, okay? Because I knew as I was walking down the aisle, if I would look at Reggie, sweetie, you might as well cancel the makeup. You might as well just give me a freaking blanket, a pillow, because I was going to cry until I got tired, okay? So, see if you can catch me doing this right now. So I'm looking at you right now, camera lens. Now I'm looking above you, dead above the camera lens. I bet you cannot tell. And if you're on the stage, guys, people are not going to be able to tell. Look at the door, the exit sign, the seat that's empty. Whatever it is, just make sure you're making some type of eye contact or seemingly making some type of eye contact. So, as we wrap up for this really cute, short and sweet video, the basics or the top 3 super basic steps when it comes to public speaking. Number 1, give them something to focus on other than your words. PowerPoint, handouts are really important. If you don't have any of that, use this. This always works, right? Number 2 was make sure you're understood. So that's clear diction, proper diction, not clear diction, clear speech, slower speech for most, and proper diction, just like that. Last but not least, eye contact. Make sure they feel like you're speaking directly to them. That way they're gonna be more, I would say, paying attention more. That way they're gonna be more engaged. When you engage them, they're going to really feel like they got their money's worth, that you are speaking to them, and whatever the action steps are or the point of the reason why you were talking is gonna be received better, if that makes sense. So that's it, guys. Thank you for watching. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and don't forget to share. Thank you for watching. With love, Jess.
Wonderful.
All right.